Yeah, a few minutes ago we heard from an eyewitness who helped rescue some of those trapped victims. Let's listen right now.
Well, I was laying in bed, and what happened was I just jumped up. And then I went outside. Mom said that the house collapsed, so I threw on my shoes, ran down there, and I helped 3 people out of the house, And you smelled slight gas, but it was kind of hard not to, go in there and help them out.
You were there literally a minute or two after it happened.
Instantly. It was, maybe 2 minutes or so, less than that.
What are you looking at? The house in the middle is completely collapsed, and then you go in, even with the smell of gas, to the house next door on the left.
Well, it's just instinct. I mean, anybody would do it for anybody else around here. We're all neighbors and friends here, and, like I said, you see somebody in trouble, you do what you got to do to help them.
Eyewitnesses on the scene.
Right there.
Yeah, indeed. Eyewitnesses on the scene describing that building collapse. And once again, that house was not occupied, but it was being rehabbed when it came down. They're still trying to determine the official cause of why it came down.
Right now, I want to go to our Jim Donovan. He has more details on that area where this collapse took place. Jim?
That's right, Erica and Yuki. I'm going to play some video here. This is from Chopper 3 HD. These are the 3 buildings that are involved: 426, 428, and 430 Daly Street. Right over here would be 426, 428 is here, and 430 is where you see this roof peeled back. This is an extremely narrow street, typical South Philly neighborhood with all the houses very close to one another. I want to show you on our map here, this is what we're dealing with. These are the 3 properties involved. This is 426, this reddish brick building. This brown building is 428. That's where the permit was taken out in April to do the rehab on this home. The home had been sold in March. They were doing the rehab in April. Again, a construction worker that was working inside that house has been sent to HUP for observation. Over here, this is 430. This is the building where the roof was peeled back. But as you can see, if we can kind of go a little wide here, these houses are relatively very narrow. You're only talking about 15 to 20 feet, as far as width of these homes. An extremely narrow street. You see there are cars when this shot was taken that were parked on the street, but pretty much doesn't allow much movement here. And then across the street, directly across the street's only a few feet away. So you're talking about a very congested, close-knit block here. But again, this is the location, 428. This was the building that was being rehabbed at the time. The explosion, from what we know, blew out all of 426, knocked this one out as well, and then peeled back the roof on this one, 430 Daly Street. Again, as far as we know, there was 1 worker inside of 428, again doing a rehab that began, according to city records, there were permits taken out in April. The house had been purchased in March to do this rehab, and he is now at HUP under observation. Yuki, Erica, back to you.
All right.
All right, Jim, thanks.